Good morning, everyone. It's 6:20 a.m. and I'm walking to school for my day shift on my ER rotation. I get to school a little before 6:30 a.m. so that I have time to get unpacked and situated by 6:30, and then I grab my walkie-talkie, turn that on. We have to have this on us like at all times while we're on ER so that if there's a triage call, we can hear it. Then after that, the triages started rolling in. So this is an ultrasound, not from one of my patients, but from one of my peers. And the cat had pleural effusion. So we tapped the chest, and this is the fluid that we were getting off the chest. And then I did have my first triage patient of the day. It was a cat with difficulty breathing. So I get the cat in, someone gets the history for me. I start my physical exam. We decided we were going to keep the cat to do some diagnostics. So I'm like made a litter box, got a cage for it and everything set up. And then we drew blood. I took the blood to ClinPath, so that's what I'm doing here. And then we did a feline triple snap test, and we couldn't figure out what was going on with the cat, so we ended up actually transferring it to internal medicine. Then I had my second triage of the day, which was a dog that was having diarrhea and like a GI upset, so we gave it some sub-Q fluids, and then we sent it home with a variety of like GI diets to try. And then I had a cat that had suspect Pyometra, so we did vaginal smears. And then again, these aren't my patients, but we made several dogs throw up that day. And then here I am fighting with the Omnicell, and I just like had to record the process so you can see how stupid and difficult this machine is. I do speed it up because it literally takes me so long, and I'm only trying to get one thing out of the machine, but I get like frustrated. So here I am like throwing my hands up in the air and then go back to speeding it up because again, it takes me so long. And then finally I get the one thing I needed out of it, and then I pack up my bag, and it's about 5:30 now, and I go home because I'm done for the day. It's like 6 o'clock. I just got home. I'm not hungry yet, so I'm not gonna eat anything yet, but I do have myself a little cream soda poppy. I love these. I love them. It might be considered an addiction. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go for a brief little walk because it's super nice out. And then when I get back, I will probably make some dinner, eat some dinner, and then do some NAVLE studying because I've kind of been putting that off. I haven't been doing a ton of studying while on ER. It has been super busy, but today I did get off at like my scheduled time, and I have time to do some NAVLE studying, so I need to. Yeah, so I'm gonna go for a walk, do some NAVLE, eat din, and then do some reading after all of that. But yeah, let's go on a little hot girl walk. I'm home. It's 6:45 now, 6:46. I just went on, it was like a 20-30 minute walk. I'm still not like really hungry for dinner, but I'm gonna have mango popsicle thing with some chamoy. And then I'm going to work on NAVLE. And when I'm done with that, hopefully I'll be hungry. I'm sure I'll be hungry and I'll have some dinner. I'm not exactly hungry, but I am tired. But we have to grind for like an hour, some NAVLE. Okay, I just sat down at my desk. I have my snack. So I already did 3 lectures today. I have it scheduled to do 2 a day, but I've fallen a little bit behind. So now that things have kind of slowed down, I'm having to do 3 a day to not fall behind. Anyway, and then I did answer all of the questions that I had like scheduled to answer today, but I have not reviewed any questions. So I need to go through and review questions. I'm gonna show you how I do the review part. I am making a NAVLE planner.
I have like a PDF made, so I'm going to put that in some of my descriptions of videos to come. Probably I'll put it in this one too, but I plan on making a study with me video and also a like how I study for the NAVLE video later. But for now, I'm just gonna show you kind of like what I mean when I say I review the questions. Okay, so when you open Vet Prep, it will have the homepage, study plan, power pages and power lectures, practice, flashcards, and exams. Then it's gonna have the Learn It section, which has all of the power lectures, power pages, then Practice It. I don't use Practice It. I go over to Practice instead because Practice It has topic-based questions. So when you choose this, you'll only be answering questions over canine anesthesia, then canine dermatology. Whereas if you go to Practice, it still has all of the species categories, but it will have all of them mixed together. So if I click canine, it will have the canine categories like anesthesia, dermatology, reproduction, all of those mixed together rather than just answering canine anesthesia questions, which I prefer the mixed way of doing it since that's more similar to how the actual NAVLE will be. Then after I've already answered the questions, I can go through the drop down and I can choose anesthesia or dermatology. Like right now I'm reviewing the dermatology section. So I can click on that and go through and review just dermatology questions, which I do like that because then I know what specific topics or subjects I'm struggling with the most. So now I'm going to show you how I actually review. So I'm doing the canine dermatology section. So over here, it will show you the correct and incorrect answers. And then here it has your question with question answer options. And down below it has the explanation. So what I like to do is I cover the answer options and then I take just like another sheet of paper and I cover the explanation. So then when I see a question, I can go read the question, review the answer options, re-quiz myself. So I select another answer option and I can see if I got it correct this time, if I missed it again, and if I did miss it again, was I thinking it was the same answer? Like, did I choose the same answer option that I previously chose? And I do log that as well so that I can see, like, am I improving on canine dermatology? Am I staying the same? Am I getting worse? Because ideally, after more studying, I should be getting better and not worse. And then I can just kind of go through and like answer questions. And each time I will, once I come up with my answer, I'll reveal the answer and then I will read the explanation and keep track of how I'm doing, if I'm answering the same, better than, or worse than when I previously took it. So that's kind of how I do my review section. So I'm just gonna do that for a little bit and then probably read some later. I just got out of the shower. I haven't read yet. I got bored and I just cut like 3 inches of my hair off. So you can't tell a difference like at all because my hair is quite long. So like 3 inches is nothing. But anyway, yeah, I got bored, cut my hair, and then showered. So anyway, I haven't read yet, but I'm gonna get ready for bed and then go read. I just thought I'd update you about my hair cutting. I do that about once a year. I kind of get bored and then I'm like, I'll just cut my hair. Usually though, I cut like 2 feet off, but I'm kind of vibing with my long hair for right now. So it's just like, I'll just kind of chop off the dead ends. So 3 inches it was. Anyway, I just wanted to update you on that, but now I'm gonna get ready for bed. Okay, everyone, I am going to read now and go to bed. I figure you don't really want to watch a time lapse of me reading, and I don't really want to time lapse myself reading right now. So, with all that being said, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and good night and goodbye.